What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another replay review. Today we're looking at a little Orianna game. Orianna been popping up a lot more in the meta lately, especially during the Horizon Cup. She actually had a particularly high win rate. I believe she ended up around 75%-ish, with her total games being like 24, 25. So it's actually pretty astounding. So players like Z have a pretty insane performance on her, and I've always been a big fan of the champ, especially since, even since the older days where she was much stronger in lane phase and particularly dominant. Definitely one of the most feared champions for a while. But yeah, we had a pretty interesting back and forth game here. A bit of a rough lane plays, but yeah, let's just get straight into it and take a look, shall we? Here we are in the game, running that Conqueror. I'm a big fan of the Conqueror. Not really as much of a fan of the other runes. I understand the value of stuff like Phase Rush, but I don't know, I just don't think it gives you enough consistency. I think Conqueror is just too OP, honestly, is the biggest thing. Like, if we had more runes and some were less impactful and all this, like, maybe it'd be fine. But I think Conqueror just gives you too much damage when stacked up. So today is a Wednesday. It's a pretty slow week so far. We actually started scrimming again this week. Had a little bit of time off, but got some tournaments coming up in December, so we've been kicking it off again. Actually, probably going to see Marvel's Eternals today. Any Marvel fans? Bat chest. So go with the Orianna versus Katarina here. I'm just looking to push out this first wave. Just going to try and contest their vision. This is kind of a habit I've recently started picking up and trying. It was very popular during the Horizon Cup. It's just kind of go for this early vision contest if you have lane priority. And then also it kind of enables you to set up a situation where the wave will bounce back to you. Because, because I pushed it into the tower, Katarina's second wave kind of forms together. And it means that it will actually slowly push back to me if I don't interact with her too much. Although I am kind of hitting her here, which is maybe a mistake if I wanted to control the wave a bit better. You see this Katarina actually had a pretty good... I was pretty impressed with the way she played the matchup. She kind of specifically saves Shumpo, her third ability. Looking for windows where I'm going to be using my poke combo. The first second. And then she kind of jumps on me to trade once I start that initiation. So she actually played the matchup pretty effectively. It's rare to see Katarina play so effective. You see her there. Jumps over the poke combo that I go for, and actually ends up denying me the damage and getting a really good trade. So it's pretty good stuff. I'm gonna land one there, but you see I have kind of like, because of my initial push and then the trade that she forced, while it was a good one, it did end up pushing the wave. It does actually put the wave in a pretty nice spot for me, so I'm feeling pretty safe under the tower just to farm. And of course, I'm more of a scaling champ anyway. I'm not really looking to dominate as much in the early game, past the initial lane phase. Just try to space out a bit here. Wukong got the bottom grab for free. He's looking to contest Graves a little bit. But a little bit hard. Graves is very strong in the meta right now. I'm sure you've all noticed. Like, what is that? 2 autos on this Wukong? I have a feeling Graves is bugged, man. I think something's wrong with him. I was talking to Leroy about it on his stream. I think Graves is bugged. So I end up dodging the daggers there from Katarina. Graves walking into the lane. I've got vision though. Playing confident when I got the vision. Gonna make sure I stop these recalls if I can. Don't want to let Katarina get a recall off for free. So you see I'm just holding the wave here, moving forwards. Gonna get an interrupt here, but he is gonna jump it. And yeah, once again, you kind of see this guy's pretty good at the matchup. It's gonna force up my barrier there. Would have killed him if he all-in. I'm gonna get flashed on by Graves. I'm gonna dodge that pretty easily with my own flash. And then yeah, kind of unfortunate. But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the Katarina playing the matchup pretty well. Try to predict Katarina going onto the dagger there. What is it called? Veracity? I'm not sure. Yeah, we're gonna get a recall off. Gonna pick up Lost Chapter in the tier. Going for the Archangel first. I think there's a lot of debate between Archangel and Luden's Rush. I like the build where you go both. I think Orianna scales insanely well with ability haste. You get the double chapter items plus haste boots, and you're off to the races. You just got insane amounts of ability haste to play with. Makes the champion very consistent and easy, I think. So I know Katarina's probably gonna end up top here. Just watching the map, I see there's kind of a brawl going on. We got vision over a little bit. We have it now. It was a bit late to we got vision, but it's too late for me to roam at this point. So I'm just gonna look to crash this wave into mid. Miss my cannon because I'm freaking based. Eat some fruit. Jax is gonna show up. Just gonna speed out of here. I'm just gonna try poking down this Jax. He's trying to clear this wave. Just not gonna let him get away with it too freely. So I got about half his HP. Not bad. Yeah, definitely pretty hard for me to keep up with Katarina in these kind of roams. Part of the problem, of course, is that if I walk into Katarina, and this is definitely an issue that most control mages face, the Orianna I think is a bit more effective than most because she does have a lot of self-peeling tools between the speed up / slowdown and the shield. But it's very difficult for you to face check these assassins. I guess that's why we've kind of seen a decline of stuff like the Ziggs in mid lane. I think he's still good, he's still a strong champion, and but that's why he's kind of moved into the ADC role, because especially within the Horizon Cup, because he's far easier to protect, and you're not relying on him to get that kind of lane priority and be able to push out. So once again, Katarina finding another kind of coin flip broom. It's just the way these games go sometimes. I think it's really easy to get kind of caught up on your team and be like, oh, team, why are you, you know, dying? I'm pinging the Katarina and all this, you know, but like, these kind of champions are just, excuse me, naturally very snowballing. Yeah, great room from Lonely Kid here. The supermassive Blaze top laner, if you're not familiar. Honestly, one of the better talents. Gonna get triple stunned by Jax here. It looks good, but I'm gonna land a double shockwave into the Leona stun. That's the combo you want to see. And we're gonna clean house here. Good stuff. Great room from Camille. We're gonna start this dragon. It's still a little bit scary because we're kind of chunked, but you know, it's with 5 here, and they'd have to engage as like a 2 or a 3. And you know, of course they're going to. Katarina goes straight in. Great interrupt from Leona onto the ultimate, but she's gonna pick up the Caitlyn. We are gonna take her down. And I'm kind of bleeding out here, getting pretty low, but I'm playing with the edge. Pop the barrier, protecting from the jigs, bait her in there, and then I accidentally walk into Graves Q and get one jump. Oopsie. Sucks for me. I'm telling you, man, Graves is freaking bugged, dude. There's something wrong with him. So I'm gonna get the CDR boots here. Don't really do anything else this game. Yeah, I don't think you could really argue for a Merc Treads. A Merc Treads angle. I see a lot of people build Merc Treads into Assassins, and it's really not that effective, because it only gives you 10 magic resistance in Wild Rift. Maybe people are more used to PC with the magic resistance. I mean, even then, you don't really build Merc Treads for the magic resistance on PC, but it does give a lot more magic resistance, so it's a bit more, you know, arguable. We're gonna lose this tower to Jax. He just took it with 1 wave, by the way. Very balanced champion. We're gonna go for the engage here. We're gonna get the catch. Camilo comes down. Shockwave on both. Pick up the Jax. Pull in the Graves. But look at this champ, man. He just did 60% of my life in 3 autos. Excuse me. I'm telling you, there's something wrong with him. Ball lane's gonna go down here while we're clearing up waves. I'm just gonna stay to push this out. Yeah, counter room from Katarina onto the bot side, unfortunately. Sheesh, gonna miss the ward behind. We're gonna be starting the Herald here. I didn't really like this call, but Wukong seemed a little bit confident. We know the Graves is up here. So it's pretty much just gonna come down to a smite fight, and we don't really have the damage to kill him. Because this champion's whack, and he is gonna end up sealing it. You see, like, look how much damage he's freaking doing, man. I do pick him up with my absolute last possible input there. I get my command attack off before we go down to the Jax. But man, he just killed both of us, like, while almost living. And it's just crazy, man. So yeah, I'm gonna grab the Zhonya's a bit early here. Grab my blasting wand, component of the Ludens. Yeah, I'm a big fan. I really prefer the Archangels to Ludens. I talked about it before. I didn't finish my train of thought, I think. But I think Ludens first. While it's obviously a great damage spike, you don't really need that kind of spike as Orianna for the most part. Kind of looking to roam towards this fight here, but I also need to protect mid from Jax because he did just eat a whole tower like 2 seconds ago. Pro-to-build Jax. But yeah, I think it's much easier to get from the Archangel to the Ludens, because the Archangel gives you like a bunch of mana to farm with, and you can kind of just like use that to accelerate your game state. Whereas I think if you go Ludens first, it feels like you get stuck on it for a really long time, because you end up having to like recall a lot more often or rely on fruit to kind of keep your mana up. At least from my my testing. So I start to roam top here, but Camille just picks up the solo kill, so you know my time is wasted. Sadly, we all died bot lane, and then I find the Jigs kind of looking around mid here. I'm just assuming she kind of has no sums. Gonna get the slow, and then it's an easy ult just to pick her off. Big shutdown there. I guess I'm 20 for gold. I flash it, miss my combo, and then get hooked by Thresh. So this was kind of a disaster. I'll pop the Zhonya's here. Might be able to turn it around. Gonna get a combo off. I'm gonna roll a quick out, and yeah, we're gonna catch the Katarina. So there's the power of stasis for you. It looked like I made a mistake, but it was actually an extended bait. So you see here, even though I'm low HP, I'm actually doing something that you could be looking to do in your games. I'm actually just gonna run and farm and nose an uncontested wave. You know, based off the info, I've seen them all in mid now. I already started pathing top. The only person who could have been here was Jax, and then we kind of got a glimpse of him in mid. Then I got sniped by Jinx. You probably shouldn't do that in your games. Just a suggestion. But yeah, always try to push the limits of like being able to farm waves and stuff like that, you know? A bit of a brawl in mid lane. My team's gonna get the Graves, they're cracked. My Leona's gonna die. My Caitlyn's gonna die because my Leona died. Just Katarina things. Jinx whiffs the old W there. It's Wednesday. Bit of a, yeah, like I said, a bit of a slow week. We did start scrimming again recently. That's pretty exciting. Probably not very relatable, but just kind of, it's like, I don't know, having a big schedule, you know? Like, my schedule is always like streaming into scrims, into sleeping, into streaming, you know? Dodge out the thresh hook here. Oh, shockwave. This is probably a big grief. Shouldn't really be here. I'm just gonna get picked up by the Jax, I think. But he's probably gonna die for it. Good grab from the owner there to chase him down. But yeah, so it's been weird, you know, kind of just having missing the streaming part or the scrimming part. But you know, getting back into it. Lonely Kid going for the chase down here. Look out for that Graves. Champion's broken. Picks up the Jinx, dodges the flame. Very nice. It's a great game from Lonely Kid here. I'm definitely not gonna argue that like I solo carried this one or anything. Definitely made a few errors. And yeah, Katarina's getting a lot of gold here. It's a bit scary. What have we got? We got 8k. Katarina about 1600, 1500 gold ahead. Just try to farm as much of the map as I can. Getting this blue buff for the imminent Rift Herald. And I want to kind of try to fix this top wave. It's not super important, but you know. And then kind of sadly, I think I'm gonna end up getting core here as well. Definitely was a rough trail in the middle. But yeah, they're just gonna Rambo into our jungle. I kind of didn't realize we were so split. Caitlyn was doing red. I mean, we would never would contest this anyway with the way my team was on the map. I kind of got a bit confused here. A bit dizzy. Feels like everybody kind of lost track of what we were doing. Objective was. Camille's gonna pick up the mid tower for it. Bit of a team fight brewing. I'm gonna get a catch on the Jinx. Oh my god, the 3-man Leona. This Leona's had a pretty solid game as well. Meanwhile, Graves just killing everyone. Great play from Leona again there, you know, just instantly stuns out the Katarina. Switches targets the second she comes in. Chunks her out. Sadly, the KO went on probably the wrong target there, but never mind. Good save from my team. Holding the line. Keeping it going. Take a second to caffeinate here. So yeah, Kayla gets picked up. I'm gonna look for the Katarina. I'm gonna find her. Just quick, pretty simple combo, and bam, another huge shutdown. It's my second of the game. You love to see it. I'm gonna try pressuring out this mid wave. And I think if you're kind of tracking the cooldown of my first ability, you'd kind of just see like the strength of this double haste build. Like I just have so many uses of the combo here. Man, this fight was so annoying. I couldn't see anything because of the stupid smoke screen. Frickin' Graves, man, he's broken, I'm telling you. Gonna get the Thresh Flash though. Chunk out the Graves again. Sad that we lost 2 here. Well, Camille gonna get another solo kill on the top side. I'm gonna path up, try and shadow her. Give her the vision. She's gonna back up. I'm just gonna try and take this jungle. Another great habit to get into. We love to eat jungle. If you're winning, eat jungle. It's so much gold. You know, the jungle's like, what? A full clear of the jungle nowadays is like, what, 800 gold? 700 gold? So if you eat your opponent's jungle, they're losing 700 gold and you're gaining 700 gold. It's crazy, man. It's freaking crazy. Gonna grab a needless here. So yeah, just go for the death cap next. Pretty standard stuff. Katarina got the gunblade this game. Don't see that as much nowadays. I think it's still pretty good, but everyone kind of really vowels against it. I don't know, I always think about Tatsuri's Katarina where he just builds a longsword and then never upgrades it. So weird, man. So yeah, Dragon coming up. We're gonna start setting up. Team actually gets engaged on here. I drop a shockwave. Managed to catch 2, but got this Jax on me. Gonna have to try and kite him out here. So I'm just trying to space. Spamming my spells. Jack's still going. Gonna stasis the stun here. And then he's gonna start chasing again. I see the Thresh coming. Gonna get the slow on Thresh so I can't get CC'd. Landing more combos. And you know, you can just see the cooldown of my abilities. It's crazy. Gonna flash after this Jax here. Catch him with the combo. So yeah, while the fight kind of looked a bit bad, I did manage to space a lot basically and create a lot of time where Jax wasn't impacting. And looks like Camilla's still alive. Got another ult coming out on the back end of that one. Finish off the Graves. And we're actually gonna get a clean ace, it looks like. which was kind of crazy. Yeah, I don't know what happened in the middle of this fight. I'm assuming Lonely Kid just kind of carried it because I was just busy fighting a Jax. But yeah, I did waste Jax's and a lot of Thresh's time as well, and managed to pick up the Jax too. So pretty fine with how this one ended up for me. This is the kind of situation I talk about, you know. When I talk about phase rush, I'm like, oh yeah, phase rush would be good like 2 or 3 times a game. Like if I had phase rush here, it'd be really, really nice, you know. But like, at the same time, like I still managed to survive without it. And I don't know if I would have had as much damage without the phase rush to be able to like kill the Jax as easily. No man, Conqueror's just too cracked. So yeah, I'm gonna finish that round, but I'm gonna start on a Void Staff. Void Staff is a 3rd, 4th item, pretty standard. Natural magic resist, especially on tanks, kind of grows to a solid point where you get a lot of value out of the 35, 40%. It's 40%, right? I'm only gonna get engaged a little bit here. Get a poke. I see I catch the Jinx, so I immediately pop the ult. Bomb to 1 HP. Speeding up Camille, just gonna look for the engage. I do get hooked here. I'm gonna try and survive. I'm still pretty tanky. There's my Seraphs popping, and yeah, I'm completely fine here. We're just gonna keep diving through them. They tried to counter engage on me, but they didn't have the damage. Once again, I sneak out on 1 HP. We're gonna get another clean ace. I said the last one was a clean ace. I think you already said that when you 5-0. That was not a clean ace last time. This was a clean ace though. I know terminology. But yeah, looks like we're just gonna push for the win here. Overall, pretty solid game. Definitely had a few mistakes in the mid game, but they got some solid team fighting on this one. And yeah, combined with Lonely Kid, managed to pull it through. And yeah, I think a pretty solid catch on Jinx at the end there. Always gonna be looking out for that 3-4 items Orianna. You know, you could just find that combo, just hit them with the 1-2-4, and then bam, I immediately pop all of Jinx's health bar, force a flash, and then it's just an easy cleanup when we engage after that. Yeah, pretty solid game. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.